Are you looking for the best resin 3D printers? In this video, we will look at some of the best resin 3D printers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Anycubic Photon Mono M7 Max 3D Printer. Anycubic Photon Mono M7 Max does enough to pull us away by blending a large format print volume, 298 by 164 by 300 millimeters, with the modcons of resin 3D printing in 2025. Its value lies in large volume resin printing with plenty of success, or rather, failure detection systems to make it as simple as smaller scale resin printing. In testing, we found the system unobstructive, a rarity in large format desktop resin printers, with the flip hinge lid offering unrestricted access to the print chamber and thoughtful inclusions like the integrated hook for hanging the print plate to allow resin runoff to be genuinely useful. A heated resin vat conditions your resin, increasing the chance of print success, and, for longer, larger prints, an included resin pump can refill the vat mid-print for you. We're not big fans of the resin pump since bottle changes can get messy, but it's optional and you can just run the printer without it. Overall, the M7 Max is a refreshingly modern, smart, large format resin 3D printer with a surprisingly low price tag for its size and feature set. Number 2. Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra 3D Printer. Our pick for a $500 budget resin 3D printer goes to the Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra 16K, which sneaks under the line by a penny at $499.99. Going by the name alone, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was just a resolution upgrade on the regular Saturn 4 Ultra. But there are a couple of killer distinctions that set the 16K apart. For starters, the 16K introduces a heated resin vat that can condition your resin up to 30 degrees Celsius. This is essential for removing the environment from the equation of likely print success. Warm resin is happy resin. And then there's the better AI print monitoring camera that, this time, includes a light for 24/7 viewable time-lapses and print monitoring. Sounds minor, but it's a discernible step up in quality of life for this feature. The build volume sits at 211 by 118 by 220 millimeters, shaving a couple of millimeters off the regular Saturn 4 Ultra. It's a minor difference. Likewise, the jump up from a 12K to 16K LCD means the Saturn 4 Ultra 16KS voxels, in the X/Y, shrink from 19 by 24 microns to 14 by 19 microns. That's around a 20% improvement, but we'd caveat that 80% of something impossible to discern is still impossible to discern. They're impressive numbers, but not the main attraction. A rip-roaring mid-size flagship that offers virtually everything you could want on a modern resin 3D printer. Number 3. Elegoo Saturn 3 Ultra 3D Printer. The biggest concession you're making is that the Saturn 3 Ultra is a mid-size printer that would benefit from having a hinged, flip-style lid. It doesn't have one though, so you have to live with lifting its hefty gray bucket lid whenever you're fishing out a print or topping up the resin. In classic Elegoo fashion, the Saturn 3 Ultra is a workhorse, capable of finely detailed prints across its build area without the need for cajoling or praying to the machine gods. At least, that has been our experience using it in the lab. You get 219 × 123 by 260 millimeters of build volume to work with. There's a ventilation port on the back of the printer, for those running a hose to a window or extractor. Likewise, you can plug in a replaceable USB-powered air filter, which will quietly run to reduce the smell coming from the resin. The Saturn 3 Ultra can achieve up to 150 millimeters per second print speeds thanks to its use of ACF film in the resin vat. Some claim this film isn't the best and can result in artifacts on your prints. In our experience, nah. But if it does, the film is an easily swappable consumable. Other films, including newer formulations of ACF, which would maintain the high print speed, are available. Number 4. Elggo Mars 5 3D Printer. The Elggo Mars 5 is the latest of Elegoo's cheap and cheerful base Mars model of 3D printer, priced at $180. While it won't print as fast as the pricier Mars 5 Ultra, primarily because it lacks a vat tilting mechanism, it does offer a suite of sensors to help you get through your prints without much hassle. The Mars 5 features Elegoo's new style of print plate, which sits on spring-loaded standoffs. This is, ostensibly, the plate leveling mechanism, allowing you to unbox and start printing without the need for a pre-print level, minus the resin and with the printer in a clean state. This is a key feature for beginners, reducing the frustrations in preparation of a print. Unusually for a sub-$200 Resin 3D printer, the Mars 5 features a full system self-check, letting you know if the printer is in good operable condition. Overheat protection and the option to enhance the printer further with add-ons that plug into the printer's in-chamber USB port, such as a heater, useful for ensuring the resin is in a good state for printing, or an air filter, to help reduce the smell from the resin, all of which let you customize the setup to your situation. Number 5. Anycubic Photon Mono 4 Ultra 3D Printer. Anycubic reserves the odd numbers for its main M series. We don't know why. Regardless, the Mono 4 Ultra earns its name well and is remarkably feature-packed for its stature and price. It is, in many ways, a mini flagship 3D printer. The Mono 4 Ultra's UI borrows from the M7 series, an evolution of the one the company introduced with the Mono M5S back in 2023, and presents a marvelously clean and logical array of controls and options for using the 3D printer. A guided setup wizard walks you through the first power on of the machine, with self-checks taking over from there. That's right, this mini Mono knows thyself and can tell you when something is wrong. Wrong in this case can mean insufficient resin to complete the job at hand, and prints failing to adhere and sitting stuck in the resin vat, zero force at layer change. It's a smart cookie and a godsend for saving time and money on wasted resin when things don't quite work out. ACF film comes as standard in the resin vat, allowing print speeds, using Anycubic's high-speed resin. Other high-speed resins are available in the region of 120 mm per hour, although as is always the case, your mileage will vary based on the resin you use and printing parameters for the job.